I'm going to go over the posterior lateral direction in terms of loading, which that means is just I'm working the back of the shoulder and the side of the shoulder here. So what you're going to do, you're going to set yourself up on a wall where you're going to place your arm at a height where it doesn't provoke shoulder pain, and the arm is going to go slightly across here. Key thing is that my belly button is over my toe, so that if I basically move my hand away from the wall, I'm going to fall into the wall. So I'm going to be here, I'm leaning forward, and I'm going to go and just start with this idea of slight bend of the elbow, and all the weight is through my mid-hand and fingers, and I don't feel my heel of the hand really. It might be on the wall, but it's all the work is through here. Now I feel the back of my shoulder here just working, holding this position. Now if you're irritated, just bring the hand down a little bit lower and you can just work here. So that's totally okay. And again, slight bend of the elbow and leaning forward. So that would be progression number 1, and you're going to aim to hold this for 30 seconds, just getting some work through the back of the shoulder, mid-hand here. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go into some wrist taps in this position. So I'm going to be here leaning forward, and I'm just going to tap my heel of my hand, tap, 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 tap. And I'm leaning forward, and we're just working on that coordination. I feel my forearm working, but I also just feel the back of the shoulder also working in this position. So hold and keep leaning forward. Find that back, that burn through the tricep. Again, you might need to be a little bit higher, leaning forward for you to feel that. Now from here, that's going to be 20 seconds, and I'm going to suggest you do that 2 times. Then we're going to go into a push-up in this position. So I'm going to be here. As I go down, I'm letting my whole body come forward. The weight will go to my heel of the hand, and then I'm pushing off to the outside, out through the mid-hand and fingers. So down and push off. So as I push off, I'm really pushing through the inside part of my hand here. And I feel kind of all the work happening through the back of my shoulder here. So depending on what I'm coaching to do, you're going to work on that progression here, but we're going to rep it out here, really strong intent through the knuckles, the fingers, especially that inside hand. Going down, heel hand. Okay. Now the final progression from this position is going to be what's called a rebound and stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch myself onto the wall, and whatever position I started with my elbow, I'm going to stick and finish. So I'm going to stick and hold. Now what I mean by that is if I'm doing this on my right, so you can see, if I land on the wall and my elbow continues to travel forward, then that's not good. What I want to work on is stick and stick, where the elbow doesn't continue to travel forward, but rather I have enough intent through my fingers and my knuckles and the whole palm of my hand so that I just hold this position. I stick and I stick, and I'll feel this whole arm working here. So I could just start at the beginning where I'm just sticking in like that, and I pause, and I pause, and then as I get more comfortable, I could just keep launching myself. Again, I could play on different angles, but the idea is that if I'm having my hand across and have enough intention, I should have no sinking of the elbow, and all the work is going through the tricep and the back of the shoulder. So whatever progression that I program for you is what I would suggest work on, but this is kind of just the progression model. So give those a shot and let me know how it goes for you.